committing sixes, then hopefully that can keep him quiet. Any changes to your playing 11? Yeah, we have changed Kyle Myers out, Jackson Charles in, O'Shea Thomas in, and young Matthew Ford is out. So we've got the line from the very best. champion. Come on. Champion, we are real champion. Champion, we are real champion. Champion, we are real champion. Don't vex if your name not called. We have to leave like a bad stumble. We love soccer and dancehall. We love cricket and football. Come and dance in my lyrical. Champion, champion. Every Trinity and every icon. Champion, champion. Every Messi and every Mason. Champion, champion. Every Trinity and every icon. Champion, champion. Beanie a champion, Bounty a champion, Marshall is a champion, Budgie is a champion, Pollan is a champion, Lara is a champion, Gale is a champion. Don't forget, Michael Jordan, Obama a champion, Mandela a champion, Serena a champion, Wendy a champion, Shelly a champion, 958, Bolt a champion. Champion, 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 champion. Everybody knows it, Bravo a champion. Champion, 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 champion. Everybody know Chris King is a champion. Chris is a champion, champion. DJ Bravo, DJ Bravo, DJ Bravo, DJ Bravo. Champion, 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 champion. Everybody knows it, Bravo. Champion, 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 champion. Everybody knows Chris King is a champion. Beanie a champion, Bounty a champion, Marshall is a champion, Budgie is a champion, Pollan is a champion, Lara is a champion, Gale is a champion. Don't forget, Michael Jordan, Obama a champion, Mandela a champion, Serena a champion, Wendy a champion, Shelly a champion, 958, Bolt a champion. Champion, 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 champion. Everybody knows it, Bravo a champion. Champion, 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 champion. Everybody know Chris King is a champion. Come on. Champion, we are real champion. Champion, we are real champion. Champion, we are real champion. Go back to the name not call. We have to leave everybody stumble. We love soccer and dancehall. We love cricket and football. Come and dance in my lyrical. Champion, champion. Every Trinity and every icon. Champion, champion. Every Messi and every Mason. Champion, champion. Every Trinity and every icon. Champion, champion. Beanie a champion, Bounty a champion, Marshall is a champion, Budgie is a champion, Pollan is a champion, Lara is a champion, Gale is a champion. Don't forget, Michael Jordan, Obama a champion, Mandela a champion, Serena a champion, Wendy a champion, Shelly a champion, 958, Bolt a champion. Champion, 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 champion. Everybody knows it, Bravo a champion. Champion, 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 champion. Everybody knows Chris King is a champion. Chris is a champion, a champion. over, so we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us. Can we go back? This is the moment. Tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us. This is the moment. Tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us. This is the moment, tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over, so we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us. This is the moment, tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over, so we put our hands up like the ceiling can't hold us. Like the ceiling can't hold us. Guys, I'm ready. I hope you are too. We're about 10 minutes away from the series decider between the West Indies and England. And it's been a run fest so far in the last two games. England came out victorious in both of those. But the first two games weren't the worst. You know, there were still good scores, which West Indies won comfortably. Um, I'm a bit nervous, if I'm honest. This is my true emotions. England has the momentum, and I think momentum has a lot to does a lot in sports. Um, West Indies have been playing well. However, well, we've been batting and fielding well. But regarding bowling, uh, it's going to be a challenge. It's going to be a challenge for the West Indies today. And we're going to see how far they've come in terms of making the necessary adjustments to be very competitive in this game. It's the final game of the year, final game of the season. West Indies doesn't play again
until January 16th. Australia test match there. Hopefully, we'll be able to stream live also around that time. But for now, it's West Indies versus England. It's a final T20 match of the season, of the series, and we're hoping for a good match at the very least. And we're hoping that there will be some positives from the West Indies perspective. Um, about 9 minutes to go before the start of the match. There are two changes for the West Indies team. Johnson Charles comes in for Kyle Mayers, and for the bowling, O'Shane Thomas comes in for the debutant from the last game. Um, uh, what's his name? What was his name? The 21-year-old. So in the starting 11 for the West Indies, it's Brandon King and Johnson Charles at the top. Shea Hope, Nicholas Pooran, Shafane Rutherford, Ravman Powell, Andre Russell, Jason Holder, Akil Hussain, Gudakesh Moti, and O'Shane Thomas. And for the English lineup, it's Phil Salt. He'll be wicket keeping again. And the captain, Josh Butler, Will Jacks, Liam Livingston, Harry Brook, Moeen Ali, Sam Curran, Chris Wokes, Rehan Ahmed, Adil Rashid, and Reese Topley. So no changes there to the English lineup, but the West Indies have brought in some a little bit more experience, and hopefully O'Shane Thomas can do some damage, especially in the top tier of the innings of the English innings, as they've really dominated in the last two matches. Big partnerships, and Phil Salt getting two centuries, back-to-back centuries in a T20 match. As you remember, uh, England made 267 in their 20 overs, and West Indies were bowled out for a mere 192. That's still a lot of runs. However, the West Indies came up short, and England was able to tie the series 2-2. Final match today, decider, and I'm a bit anxious, a bit nervous, but excited, and I'm looking forward to a good game. I'm looking forward to a good game. I hope you'll be here joining with me and sharing in the fun and sharing in the emotions uh, with this match. The English have won the toss, and they'll be opening uh, the batting once again. I pray the West Indies will be able to restrict them to a total that's easily chaseable. I always thought that with this lineup that the West Indies has have, they there shouldn't be any score that's too much for the West Indies because of how many power hitters exist in the side. But as England showed, the way to do it, yes, hitting boundaries, however, hitting singles, hitting twos, rotating the strike, and not trying to hit a white off the ball of every delivery. Too many, uh, too many dot balls when the West Indies batted. Too many no run. It's either swing and miss or a boundary. I hope they'll be able to make that adjustment and sometimes have a a single here and twos, and rotate the strike and give the bowler something else to look at. So that is the goal. That is the hope. Regarding the bowling, I'm asking for more Yorkers. I'm asking for more wide Yorkers. I'm asking for more bouncers from the West Indies perspective. Too many long hops. That ball that got uh, Phil Salt out for 119, bowled by Andre Russell. You bowl balls like that, the batsman can do nothing with it. Yes, there's sometimes you're gonna miss your length, sometimes you're gonna miss your line, but too many of our bowlers miss their line and miss their length, and we need some consistency. And hopefully, O'Shane Thomas coming in will be able to tighten up the bowling and give something on the positive side for the West Indies. About 3 minutes before the match starts, and we're just awaiting uh, for play to begin. We are minutes away, guys. Minutes away from welcome, 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 Miss Wright. Welcome. The sun is out. It's bright over there in Trinidad at the Brian Lara Stadium, and it's the second time they're playing in as much days, in as many days, and on this ground, and hopefully there will be a better outcome. Uh, Andre Russell is opening the bowling, and he will be bowling to Phil Salt to get us on the way. And this is Andre Russell coming up to bowl, and to this delivery, the batsman is playing forward, and they'll be able to get one single, one and two, but no, there's no second run. And so we are on the way. The It looks like a good wicket. Trinidad and the spectators are out in support of the West Indies and the English. And the captain, Just Butler, is now taking strike. And Andre Russell to bowl his second ball comes into bowl, and to this delivery is covering up, and the batsman will not cross for a run. There's no run. So a better start here. Andre Russell getting the go ahead to open the bowling, and we're hoping that this good start will continue. Third delivery of the over. Russell comes into bowl. It's on the leg side, and this ball is punched away. First boundary to the Englishman. Bad line, bad length, and that's a four to the English captain. He went for the bouncer, but it was badly directed, and the captain latched onto it back of square and went for 4 runs. So first boundary to the Englishman, and Andre Russell comes into bowl now, and to this delivery is going forward but makes no contact, and the ball ricochets up into the grill, and there's no run. Good comeback there from Andre Russell. That ball tucked him up, and there was not any room for him to freeze arms, so to speak. And there's a lot of chatter going on around. The guys are pumped up, and some of them have on their shades because there's a evening sun that's going across the ground. Andre Russell comes in. That's a full delivery. Is a shout for LBW. They're asking, how is that? How is that? Uh, the batsman walked across his stump. There won't be doing any review, but this was a good line, good length, good all around ball from Andre Russell. So after bowling that bouncer, that bad bouncer, and being punished for four, two deliveries that came back very well. How will he finish? Final ball of the over. This ball is on the outside, and there will be no run. So excellent recovery there from Andre Russell, and he gets a thumbs up from the keeper, Nicholas Puran, and that was the end of the first over. England are after one over. They're at five without loss, and again, two changes for the West Indies. Johnson Charles comes in for uh, uh, the left-hander Kyle Mears, and the fast bowler O'Shane Thomas comes in um, for the debutant from the last match. And as we speak, the 26-year-old O'Shane Thomas, who is playing in his 21st match for the West Indies in T20Is, he's now going to be bowling. And Phil Salt, who is on the best knock of his life, he will be taking guard to this delivery. This is O'Shane Thomas coming into bowl, and to this delivery, he's driving and it's crunched away. 4 runs, first ball, long hop. That was a very fast delivery, 142 kilometers. But the batsman in that kind of form, Phil Salt, went on the front foot and punched it away through the covers. 4 runs, not a great start for O'Shane Thomas. That was in the slot, asking to be hit, and Phil Salt will not miss out. Two boundaries so far for the English. O'Shane Thomas comes into bowl, and this is a ball that's on the off stump. Very, very good delivery, very good comeback. A lot of pace. Again, 142 kilometers, and it's played onto the square, and there's no run. England are 9 without loss after 1.2 overs. Once again, welcome to Lion-O Sports. It's your boy Lion-O, and thank you for joining and for sharing this exciting moment with me. Shane Thomas comes in. It's a ball that's on the off stump, and to this delivery, it's going down to the square, and it will be one run to the batsman. To the batsman. So better length in the delivery, not too full for the man to get under the delivery in Phil Salt, but it's a much better delivery and it has a lot of pace. So good comeback from O'Shane Thomas so far. Three deliveries left in the over. Let's see how you'll finish. And O'Shane Thomas has now he's about to run up and to bowling to Josh Butler and to this delivery short and he's hooked away in front of square and the bat he won't catch up to it. Shea Hope won't catch up to it. That's another boundary to the English. Second boundary for Josh Butler. And that ball was short and sat up for him to hit it. And he rolled the bat very well and punished it in front of square, 4 runs. O'Shane Thomas, 2 deliveries to go in this over. Comes up to bowl. And this ball is wide, short, and a lot of work down there for Akil Hussain to do. And he covers up and they get 1 run. And so, again, they look very comfortable. No ball has passed the bat. Nothing worrisome for the Englishmen so far. 15 runs without loss after 1.5, one delivery to go in this over. O'Shane Thomas in his first over, who replaced the debutant from the last game, comes into bowl. And to this delivery is a Yorker length, driven hard, stopped by the captain, Rovman Powell, and they're going to scamper through for a single. That was a great stop by the captain. That surely was going to the boundary, and he definitely saved 3 runs there. End of the over, and England are at 16 without loss after 2 overs. And so far, so good for the Englishmen. Not so good for the West Indies. They would want an early breakthrough in this game. We can't have a repeat of what happened in the previous match. And there's already a change in bowling as the left arm spinner from Trinidad. He is now going to replace Andre Russell, who I think did very well in his first over, came back well after being hit for 4 in the over. But this is Akil Hussain coming up to bowl to Phil Salt. There's a slip in place, and this ball is on the off stump, drifting in, but they will scamper through for a single. Good running by the batsman. And Shafeen Rutherford was able to cut off the single in time. So again, this is what I was talking about. They're rotating the strike, the Englishmen are. They're hitting boundaries, but they're rotating the strike. So you're not getting a look at just one guy. Right now, there's Brandon King in the slips, and Akil Hussain comes up to Butler, and this ball is on off stump, and very good stop by Jason Holder at mid on. Again, it's a singler. There are no dot balls when there are not too many dot balls. 18 without loss after 2.2 overs. Akil in his first over, about to bowl his third delivery. Slip comes out, and the offside is now straightened. There's a long on. I don't understand this field. Uh, anyways, Akil Hussain comes up to bowl, and this delivery is swinging hard, and he stopped. Oh, must have hurt himself there. It's a boundary, but somebody Shafeen Rutherford Looks like he must have tweaked something and he's riding in pain, in a lot of pain. Not sure what happened to him there. That ball was on the off stump and he latched onto it. And Shafane Rutherford looks like he has hurt his right wrist in diving for that ball. He wasn't able to stop the ball, and to add injury, add insult to injury, he has hurt himself somehow. He's in a lot of pain, and the physio is on the field, and he must have sprayed some magic spray on that whatever hurt because he's going to remain on the field. How he was riding in pain, I thought he would have come off. So 6 runs from the first 3 deliveries of Akil Hossein. Let's see if he can pull it back. He comes, he will be bowling to Phil Salt, who just hit him for a boundary. And he walks up now, and to this delivery, he's reverse sweeping, and it was an attempt that went nowhere. The reverse sweep did not work. If he had left that ball, it would have been a wide. However, it's a dot ball, and dot balls are like almost like a wicket. England batting right now. Fourth delivery, fifth delivery. His ball is on the off stump. He's driving. It's a chance for a run out, and he just missed it. Jason Holder just missed it. He just missed it. The ball went over the stumps, but again, they were able to scamper through for a single. He had a chance there. Looks like he would have made his ground anyways, but there was a chance. There was a chance. Just Butler is taking strike. He will be facing Akil Hossein. And to this delivery, Akil Hossein is walking up and he gives himself some room and he swings at it. And this ball is going down to mid-on Andre Russell. And there'll be one, there's only going to be a 1 run. So not able to really free his arms there was Butler. And he gave himself some room, but wasn't able to make great contact with the ball. And so they only got 1 run. After 3 overs, England are 24 without loss. Let's see if they'll have O'Shane Thomas to continue. No, not a change in bowling. Jason Holder comes in to replace O'Shane Thomas. So Holder comes into bowl, and to this delivery is on the off stump. There's no run. Phil Salt wanted a run, but he was sent back by his captain, Josh Butler, and there's no run. 129 kilometers and containing the Englishmen so far, and that is the goal. Hopefully there can be some kind of breakthrough. Still haven't seen any Yorkers as yet, and I'm still hopeful that something will go through and get a breakthrough. Holder comes into bowl, and to this delivery, he's caught! Strikes has Jason Holder. Josh Butler, the captain, gave himself some room and walked across his stumps. And to this delivery, he tickled it to the man behind. It's like I don't even know how to describe that place, that field placing. Is on the leg side, leg slip, pretty much. And to this delivery, the captain falls, gone for 11 runs off 11 deliveries. And that's the breakthrough that the West Indies needed. Definitely don't want to see a repeat from what happened in the previous 2 matches, especially the last one. So the breakthrough, Jason Holder, and can this be the start for something great for the West Indies? Still need to get that dangerous man out, Phil Salt, who is on a good tier of batting. And hopefully West Indies can make some strong inroads in the English batting lineup as they bat deep also. So Will Jacks replaces Josh Butler, and he is playing in his 11th match for England, Will Jacks, and he will be facing Jason Holder. So 2 balls, no run, 1 wicket. Okay, the third delivery. Jason Holder comes up to bowl, and this ball is on the off stump, and they're scampering for the single, and they'll get it comfortably. Fielder uh, was not able to get around in time and prevent the single. But that was a very good delivery on the line and length, and Butler trying to do some innovative shot there and fell. Awesome celebration, and that's exactly what the West Indies needed. Butler comes into Salt, and this ball is high up in the air, going. It's going to fall short. Oh my word! They're coming back for the second run, and Gudakish Moti was not able to get around in time and to be able to take a shot, a catch. That ball falling short. It was in the air for a long time, and they hustled, and came back for a second run. And the batsman, Phil Salt, is looking like he wants to get the attack going. But now it's Holder to bowl his 5th delivery of his first over. Comes up to bowl, and this delivery is on the off stump, playing late. And this ball is going down to the boundary, and it goes for 4. So power, and now that was some timing and placement. And Akil Hussain was not able to cut it off. He put in the dive, but unfortunately, he was not able to cut it off. So a boundary to Phil Salt. So power, but yet still, he was able to get that ball to the boundary. So can Holder pull it back here? 7 runs off his first over so far. 1 delivery to go. Here's a ball that's on the off stump, and he's just tucking it on the offside. And for this delivery, they will get one run. So again, not a lot of boundaries in that over, but they still ended up making 8 runs, rotating the strike. This is something that the Englishmen do very well. They hit boundaries and they rotate the strike. And after 4 overs, England are 32 for 1. And the West Indies finally had an early breakthrough. Hopefully, they'll get 1 or 2 more before the field restrictions take place. So now it's going to be Akil Hussain to resume his bowling, and he'll be bowling to Phil Salt. And to this delivery, it's on the leg side, and Akil Hussain feels very well off his own bowling and prevents a single. That ball was going down to mid-on, and he scampered around and stopped the single. He comes back to his mark. He's bowling to Phil Salt. And to this delivery, it's on the leg side again. There's a dive to stop it, but no. Andre Russell covers up, and they will only get one run. So good hustle, good cricket all around. The captain dove for the ball, but he wasn't able to get it. He's now in conversations with his bowler. Ravman Powell is talking to Akil Hussain, and they must try to get something on the offside. First 2 deliveries have been on the leg side, and I don't know if this is some kind of tactic, but that ball needs to get on the offside. So Phil Salt is still on strike, and Akil Hussain comes up to bowl. There's a slip in place, and this ball is on the offside. They're still gonna scamper through. No, they won't. Very good feeling there from Gudakish Moti, and there's no run. So the captain has put himself in the slip. There was no run there. Akil in his second over to bowl his fourth delivery. And this delivery, he comes up to bowl, and the batsman giving himself some room, punches it straight to the fielder at the cover, and there's no run. So there's some kind of pressure being built here, and you want to think that something is going to give soon. Akil saying, tighten it up. That ball rushed into him. And to this delivery, he's coming up to bowl now, and he's giving himself room again. This ball is up in the air, and he's over Andre Russell, who put in the goalkeeper dive and was not able to get a hand onto it. First 6 of the innings, he gave himself room, went on his back foot, and hit that ball over 76 meters. First 6 for Phil Salt and England, and I knew something had to give because there's some kind of pressure being built. How will Akil Hussain respond? This is his last delivery. Phil Jacks is on strike. Give himself room, and he's bowled him. He's bowled him. He has bowled him. That's exactly what the West Indies needed. So after 5 overs, after just being hit by a 6 by Phil Jacks, Will Jacks, excuse me, Akil has the last laugh, and he has bowled him. He gave himself room trying to repeat the previous shot, and he missed it all. And you can see the elation from Akil saying, celebrating. The West Indies men are pumped up, and there's a lot of excitement and a buzz in and around the field and around the stadium. After 2 overs, from his 2 overs, Akil has 1 wicket and 15 runs came off in those 2 overs. So great comeback from Akil Hussain after being hit for 6. And the next delivery, he bowled Will Jacks. So England has some work to do. 1 over left before the power play is reduced. And O'Shane Thomas is now going to come back in. And Liam Livingston will now be taking guard. And O'Shane Thomas is coming on back to bowl. As you remember, he replaced the debutant. This is his first match of the series, O'Shane Thomas. And his first over went for 11 runs. And let's see how he'll bowl. Phil Salt is on 21 from 14 deliveries. Comes up to bowl. And this is a short delivery. And he's slapped away, going down to the boundary for 4 runs. Short, wide. And he slapped it away over cover. And this man is in such good form. It's a similar delivery that got Brandon King out the other night, even though it was bowled by Moeen Ali. But this delivery was wide and short and slapped away. He will need to change his line and change his length, O'Shane Thomas, if he wants to have any impact as he comes into bowl now. And this is a Yorker length delivery, but he got it wrong. So it's a full toss pretty much. He went for the Yorker, but he went straight down to the ground and 4 more runs to Phil Salt. Really, really good shot by the batsman. He tried to stop it with his foot, but that attempted Yorker became a full toss. And after 2 deliveries, O'Shane Thomas here is letting up, giving the batsman, giving the English something to cheer about. You want to take the momentum away from the Englishmen. And after they lost 2 wickets, now this is giving them comfort again. So let's see if he can pull it back. O'Shane Thomas comes into bowl, and this delivery, he has to cover up. Good line, good length, good pace. That's a good delivery. Good line and he could not do much with that delivery. Did Phil Salt. So good comeback by the bowler in O'Shane Thomas. And that was a much tighter line by the bowler. O'Shane Thomas comes into bowl his fourth delivery to Phil Salt, and this delivery is on the off stump, and he's running it down to third man, and there's just one run. So good comeback. Still 9 runs off the over so far. 2 deliveries to go in his over, but two deliveries left before the field restrictions are lifted. And England are at 48 for 2 after 5.4 overs. And O'Shane Thomas comes into bowl, and it's a ball that's bouncing, and the batsman had to drop his bat so that the ball wouldn't pop up in the air. The feeler slipped, almost as if the surface is very heavy with rain, with water under it. He slipped, fell on his backside, and the batsmen were able to scamper through for a single. That's Liam Livingston, who got that 1 run, came off his mark, and now the strike is back over to Phil Salt. O'Shane Thomas, none for 21 in his final delivery of the second over. This ball is on the off stump. There's not much that can be done to it, and to this is just 1 run. That's the end of the power play, and England are 50 for 2. So after 6 overs, England are 50 for 2, and it's a better outing. Uh, Ravman Powell has been rotating his bowlers very well, and now it's going to be Gudakish Moti, slow left arm, just in his fifth match. He has taken 2 wickets, but a better bowler than his economy and economy shows. On the field right now is Roston Chase. Moti comes into bowl, and to this delivery, the batsman is on his front foot, driving down to mid on, and they will go through for 1 run. And Ravman Powell is making sure that the fielder has going to the right place. Liam Livingston is now on strike. There's a slip in place in that of Shea Hope. Livingston. And this ball is on the leg stump, going down to the boundary. Might be leg buys. And they're coming back for the third, and they'll get the third run safely. So that was leg buys. That was a wrong line from Gudakish Moti, and the batsman was able to run 3 leg buys. You definitely want to get the ball on the off stump. Yes. Moti comes up to bowl now to Phil Salt, who's on 32 from 20. And this delivery is highest up in the air, going, gone. Phil Salt has been on some tear. He is continued right where he left off. And another 6 from Phil Salt, taking on Gudakish Moti. So 1 ball was down the leg side, and this one was in the arc. And he definitely latched onto that one. How will Moti respond in his first over, about to bowl his fourth delivery? Gudakish Moti comes up to bowl, and this ball is under. He's bowled him. He's bowled him. So once again, there's a six, and then there's a wicket. Oh, that one squared him up, and he bowled him. Clean bowl, pitch, and there are a lot of revolutions. Pitch and missed the bat. That was a beautiful, beautiful delivery. Perfect line, perfect length from the left arm spinner, and exactly what the West Indies needed. Third wicket has fallen just after the power play, and even though England they're on a good run rate of 9 runs per over, the dangerous Phil Salt just got bowled after hitting a 6 over mid off, gets bowled, and that's exactly the response that the West Indies needed. They can't ask for a better start than this from the West Indies based on the previous 2 matches. Very, very good comeback there from Gudakish Moti. And now Harry Brook will be replacing Phil Salt, who will have no further say with the bat for the rest of this series, as this is the final match. This is the decider, guys. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining me. I'm excited. Get pumped up. That was a beautiful delivery. Let's see if he can re-bowl the ball like that. And Moti at the top of his 2 new batsmen at the crease now in Brook and Livingston. Moti comes into bowl, and there's a slip in place, and he's covering up, and there's no run. So there's West Indies are on the attack, slip in place, and that previous delivery was supposed to angle and go down the leg, but it hit and turned, bowling. This ball is a short and wide, and there's a fielder out in the deep, and there will be 1 run. Harry Brook gets off his marker, and after 7 overs, England are 61 for 3. Such a huge difference from what happened 2 days ago at this very same stadium. England had gotten off to a flyer of a start, and they did not lose a wicket. Today, in the series decider, with the momentum, West Indies are trying to get back the momentum, and England are down 61 for 3 after 7 overs. Andre Russell to come back into the attack. He's going to replace O'Shane Thomas. And first over was a very good one. 4 dot balls and 5 runs came off his over. Let's see if he can continue to apply the pressure that has been built by both Gudakish Moti and by Akil Hussain. I would have given Akil Hussain 1 more over, but let's see if Andre Russell can get some inroads. This ball is on the leg side, and it's worked off the hips, and the batsman will cross Harry Brook, and they'll get 1 run. So that's not the right line. That ball was hampering down to the leg side. You want to get the ball on the offside and have the man driving or coming forward based on the field setting that is there. Andre Russell comes into bowl, and this ball is swinging and he's missing. That's probably the first swing and miss I've seen in a long time from the Englishman. So there's some amount of pressure that the Englishmen are feeling right now. They haven't been in this place, in this position for a while. So they don't look comfortable. Good job to the West Indies so far. Can they keep it up? Andre Russell, in his second over, comes into the bowl. And this ball is on the bounce, on the off stump, giving him a lot of bounce. That ball bounced and hit him on the glove, high on the glove. And they were able to cross for 1 run. England are 63 for 3 after 7.3 overs. And it's a much bowling performance so far by the West Indies. And let's see if they can continue. Andre Russell, son, comes into bowl, and this ball is a full delivery, punch down the ground, 4 runs to the batsman. He went for the Yorker, totally missed his length, and the batsman came forward and punched it down the ground, and they got 4 runs, and that was a loose delivery. He went for the Yorker and missed his length, and there was no one at mid-off. So can Andre Russell peg it back? 2 deliveries left in his over. So far, England has 8 boundaries, 8 fours, and 2 sixes. Andre Russell comes into bowl. This ball is short on the offside. They're scampering for 1. They're trying to come back for 2. No, he sent it back. Keeper wasn't able to keep it, but there's a backup, and there's only 1 run. So far from this over, 7 runs. That's still not bad based on the performances from the previous matches. Can he finish with a dot ball, or better yet, a wicket? Andre Russell, the sun is creeping around the ground. It's a slower delivery. He's hustling for 1, and he's going to come back for 2. There's very good running by the batsman, and they get 2 runs. So again, this is the adjustment that the Englishmen have made. They have lost 1, 2, 3 early wickets. And instead of going for big shots continuously, they have adjusted and they continue to rotate the strike. Single here, 2 runs there. And this is the difference. Hopefully, as West Indies go forward, they'll be able to do something like that. Have the power hitting, but have the mindset of having singles and having 2s. Morty will be continuing to bowl, and he will be bowling to Harry Brook, who is on 7 runs from 5 deliveries. There's no slip in place. The slip has gone out. And to this delivery is up in the air, popped up, and he's out caught. This is awesome bowling by the West Indies. And England has lost their 4th wicket for just 70 runs after the 8th over. He went across his stumps. He tried to play it along the leg side, but it popped up into the air. He tried to do a sweep. But it came off the top of the glove, and the keeper, Nicholas Pooran, catches it and throw it way up in the air. And that's the 4th wicket. The 2nd wicket for Gudakish Moti. 2 wickets, 8 runs after bowling 7 deliveries. England are in a spot of bother here. They're 70 for 4 wickets. Now, this is the kind of bowling that and the comeback and the pride that's needed in West Indies. They adjusted the line, adjusted the length, a little bit of pressure being built on the batsmen, and they have to innovate. If they innovate and they're successful in sweeping or reverse sweep or going down the ground, fine. But if you continue to bowl long hops and short and wide deliveries, that's being punished. That's no recipe to win a T20 match. Moeen Ali, former captain, comes in at number 6, and he will be facing to Gudakish Moti, the left-handed batsman. So this ball will be coming. The ball will be coming into him as opposed to the right-handers where it would go away from it. Uh, Harry Brook went for 7 from 6 deliveries. The previous match he was devastating. Uh, the batsman gets off his run here, and there's one run that he gets off his mark easily. Does the former captain Moeen Ali? He gets one run, and they scamper through for a single there. But this is looking good from a West Indies perspective. England are at 71 for 4 after 8.2 overs. Can they keep it up? There's a slip in place. Liam Livingston to take strike. The third delivery being bowled. This delivery is on the off stump and the batsman can do nothing with it. Beautiful delivery, and he has to just cover up. Beautiful, beautiful delivery that was bowled just now. So keeping the pressure on. Moti comes into bowl. This ball is short and wide, and it's punched through the offside, and there'll be one run. Shafane Rutherford does the fielding, and there's just one run there for Liam Livingston. Moeen Ali. So Gudakesh Moti in his second over, about to bowl his 5th delivery. And now he comes up to bowl. And to this delivery, he's playing it on the leg side, down to long on. And they went for one. They're gone for one. They're trying to come back for the second. No, they decide against it. And there is only going to be one run. That wasn't the greatest delivery, but still wasn't able. The new batsman wasn't able to do much. Liam Livingston on strike. This delivery is on the leg stump and no run. So great over from the left-hander from Guyana. Only 3 runs conceded. 3 runs conceded and a wicket. So that was an awesome, awesome over. After 9 overs, England are 73 for 4. What a difference 2 days makes. On Tuesday at this time, they were at over 100 runs probably after 9 overs, and they didn't lose a wicket. So it's a total contrast to what happened on the 19th, Tuesday. But the West Indies came out with a plan, and they are sticking to it so far. What I've noticed is that the captain, Rovman Powell, keeps rotating the bowlers. So Andre Russell went for a little bit of runs last over. Now Jason Holder is back in the attack. And so now Jason Holder is back, and he comes up to bowl, and this ball is hit on the offside, straight to the fielder. Moeen Ali was not able to free his arm. It was a little bit wide, but the batsmen were not able to get a run as the fielder came across and covered it up quite nicely. Jason Holder in his second over comes up to bowl, and to this delivery is on the swinging. This is a loose delivery, and the batsmen are going to cross for 1. They're coming back for the second, and that's good feeling by the guy from Jamaica, Andre Russell, Superman. Moeen Ali was given a chance to free his arm there. So that was a loose delivery. It was wide and was in the slot, and hopefully he could get it a little bit closer where he doesn't allow the batsman to free his arm and get comfortable. Final over before the drinks break. This ball is short into the body. It's going to get to a fielder out in the deep. He hit it in front of square, and they cross for 1 run. England are 76 for 4. 3 deliveries to go before the end of the 10th over, which I suspect will be a drinks break. Can Jason Holder tighten it up? Can he tighten it up? Livingston to take guard. The bowler comes into bowl. Jason Holder. He's giving himself room. This ball is popped up in the air, going down to long on. They're only going to get 1 run as Andre Russell does the feeling. But that was a slower delivery on the line of the leg stump, and he was able to play it down to long on for just one run. Moeen Ali to face the final two deliveries. So far, only 4 runs from this over. Moeen Ali to take strike. Holder comes into ball. This ball is short. It's a slower delivery. It goes through the batsman, and he was not able to make contact. So a short bouncer, and Moeen Ali is going to feel like he missed out there. It was pretty much a long hop, and he missed out. But it was a dot ball. Final delivery before the drink break. Jason Holder comes into bowl to Moeen Ali. And this delivery is driving forward, and there's a fielder there, and that was a dot ball. That's beautiful bowling to end the over and to end the 10th over. Beautiful setting here for West Indies, and England will need to regroup. England will need to regroup. Final match of the series, and they're at 77 for 4 after 10 overs.
No other thoughts brought us here to this region, but through it all, we have risen above. Through our planet nights, flashing the willow and leather, these keepers of the flame must feel our undying love. This Caribbean nation is rising fast. A sunbeam cutting through a clouded past. A passion fills the world like a raging fire. As the sun shines, you know we can take it higher. Let every voice be raised. Everybody give praise. Rally, rally round the West Indies, now and forever. Rally, rally round the West Indies, now and
Shout there after the West Indies anthem, and we definitely need the Caribbean to be rallying around the West Indies. 6 months from now, it will be T20 World Cup in the Caribbean, but it will be in the Caribbean and the United States of America. So we're looking forward to having a good time in the Caribbean. T20 World Cup coming to the West Indies and United States in 6 months, in June 4th of next year. As play is about to resume, Akil Hussain will be coming back into bowl, and he is 1 for 15 off of 2 overs, and he will be bowling to Liam Livingston. And Akil comes into bowl, and to this delivery is on the off stump, and the batsman is playing it straight back to the bowler, and there is no run. I think something has to give. No way England is going to keep batting like this. Something has to give. Akil Hussain comes into bowl, and this delivery is on the off stump, and again, there's no run. And the pressure is building. The pressure is building. He looks around, looks around to the field, does Liam Livingston, as he takes guard. Akil Hussein comes up to bowl. And to this delivery is playing on the offside, and they're going to scamper through for a single as this ball is played down to mid-on. And there's just one run. The strike has been rotated, and Moeen Ali will be uh, taking strike. Once again, Ravman Powell is getting information from the captain, the coach, Darren Sammy down at Langon. Moeen Ali to take strike from Akil Hussein. Hussein around the wicket comes up to bowl, and this ball is on the off stump, and it's going down to mid on, and there's just one run. So, very suspect start to the second part of the innings by England. There's no attacking stroke being played, and Akil Hussein has a good over so far. 2 deliveries to go in his over. Comes up to bowl now. This ball is bang away, and it's going down to the boundary, and he's going to be cut off. Just one run. That was good feeling, and the batsman crossed. So far, this over, only 3 runs. Moeen Ali now to take strike. Left-hand combination, giving the fielding side some challenges here. So here, keeper sets his guard. Batsman sets his guard. Akil Hussein comes up to bowl, and he's on the off stump. He's hitting it to the offside. Jason Holder will be doing the fielding. There's going to be 1 run. So a very good over by Akil Hussein. No boundary balls. No boundary balls. Only 4 runs came from that over, and the Englishmen are on the ropes here in terms of runs that needs to be made. They're at 80 for 4 after 11 overs. So 54 deliveries to go. 54 deliveries to go in the innings. West Indies have done an awesome job so far in the bowling department, taking wickets and keeping the batsmen in check. Can they continue? O'Shane Thomas, who has been the most expensive so far of the pick of the bowlers, comes in for his 3rd over, and he will be bowling to Liam Livingston. And O'Shane Thomas comes in to bowl, and this ball is high up in the air. He came on the front foot, but he goes straight to the fielder, down in the covers, and first attacking shot from sometime from the batsman, and they crossed for 1 run. So gave him a chance to free his arm there, and he was only able to get 1 run. England are 81 for 4 after 11.1 overs. O'Shane Thomas to bowl to Moeen Ali. This ball is short and wide, and he played and missed it. Completely missed it. That delivery came at 141 kilometers. Moeen Ali totally missed it there, and it's another dot ball. So a lot of dot deliveries piling up here against the Englishmen, and it's good for the West Indies. Can he continue on this tear? O'Shane Thomas in his 3rd over. Bowling to Moeen Ali, who is on 6 from 10 balls, comes up to bowl, and this ball is short and banged away out to the fielder. The ball skips, but he was able to make the adjustment and stops it. The batsman crossed for just 1 run. So again, no boundaries and a lot of pressure being built here by the West Indies bowlers and the fielders. Something has got to give. England are 82 for 4 after 11.3 overs. Liam Livingston to take strike now. 9 runs from 14 deliveries. O'Shane Thomas comes into bowl. So Yorkland is high up in the air. Banged away. First 6 for Liam Livingston. That was some shot. That was some shot. just barely misses his Yorker length, did O'Shane Thomas. It was in the slot pretty much, and he had a full swing, and it went all the way into the stands. 6 runs, 82 meters was the length of that six. That was a big hit. The spectator there in the crowd had an opportunity to catch the ball, but he dropped the catch. O'Shane Thomas comes in to bowl to redeem himself. And to this delivery, short and to the leg side, and he's hit in front of the square for just 1 run. So that was a bad delivery. He rushed onto the batsman for a little bit, but he was only able to get a single. And England now looking to go on the attack, and the batsman crossed. Livingston is on 16 from 16 deliveries. Moeen Ali is on 7 from 11 deliveries. There's a leg slip. Ali comes into ball. This ball is highest up in the air. This should be oh, it's gonna fall short. Two fielders converge, and neither of them were able to get up to it. Johnson Charles and Moti, neither of them were able to get to the ball, and it landed safely. So 10 runs from that over, and after 12 overs, England are 90 for 4. 90 for 4. So that was a tough over for O'Shane Thomas. He had a chance to get a wicket there, and he was struck for a boundary, and was able to reap the rewards. Moti comes back into the attack, and to this delivery is swung out to the leg side, and it's going down to Shafane Rutherford in front of square, and they cross for 1. So Moeen Ali is not timing the balls at all, which is good for West Indies. He's swung several times, but hasn't made very good contact. Moti, the left arm spinner, to bowl to the right-handed batsman, Liam Livingston. 12, the 13th over, 91 for 4. Comes into bowl. And to this delivery, he's driving beautifully, but he's only going to get 1 run as he goes down to mid-off. A beautiful looking shot by the Englishman, but it's only 1 run. Gudakish Moti in his 3rd over, 2 for 13. Moeen Ali, the left-handed batsman, and this ball is highest up in the air, banged away. And to this delivery, the first six, that ball was short, and it stood up, asking to be hit, and he latched onto it, did the previous English captain, and it went 75 meters, was that 6. Moti dragged that one too short, and Moeen Ali latched onto it. England are 98 for 4. Moti comes up to bowl, and this ball is on the leg stump. It's a very good delivery. Cramped him for space, and he could only squeeze it out to deep backward square for 1 run. 2 deliveries to go in the over. England are 99 for 4. Batsman Livingston is on 17 runs from 17 deliveries. Comes into bowl, and this ball is just to the right of the fielder there. It was a chance. The ball was in the air for a little bit, just past Brandon King, a meter or 2, and that would have fallen right in his lap. But instead, the batsman went for 1 run. Final delivery of his 3rd over coming up. England reaches the 100 mark, and to this delivery is swinging, and this ball is going down to the boundary, and it's going to be covered by Shea Hope. They're hustling back for the 2nd run, and they're going to get it comfortably. So good end to the over there by the Englishman. That over went for quite a bit. in retrospect to what they have done so far. But after 13 overs, England are 102 for 4. And West Indies will need to break this partnership, as now the English are trying to regain some kind of comfort in the middle. Only three extras from the 13 overs. O'Shane Thomas. Uh, so Andre Russell will be coming back in, and he's going to be bowling his third over. So this is where West Indies need to tighten it up. Yes, you've done a great job so far, restricting the Englishmen to 102 for 4 from 13 overs. 36, 42 deliveries to go. Andre Russell comes into bowl. So Yorker lane, beautifully bowled. That's the kind of delivery I'm talking about. There's not much that the batsman can do. He squeezed out a single there, but that was Yorker, perfect Yorker length. You miss, I hit. The batsman crossed, and he will be now bowling to the left arm batsman in Moeen Ali. Will he come around the wicket as he did with Phil Salt in the previous match? Moeen Ali to take strike, 18 off 16 deliveries. He's over the wicket. And this ball is eyes up in the air, and it's edge, and it's going down to the boundary for 4 runs. Nicholas Pooran the keeper was going down to the leg side, and that ball flew off the edge and went into where first slip would have been, and he was not able to get a glove. But that was a beautiful delivery. The batsman swung at it. Keeper made a great attempt, but was not able to make a catch. And so Moeen Ali going after the bowling. Andre Russell, how will he respond? Comes into bowl. And this ball is wide. So wide. But it's not called a wide. It's a wide, almost Yorker length. And no call for a wide there. So 3 deliveries so far and 5 runs have come off his over. He is in his third over, is Andre Russell. This is the 14th over, and England are 107 for 4. This ball is a slower delivery on the leg side, and it's a slow bouncer. And how he did not get anything on that, and it basically bounced once before it got to the keeper. So good delivery there. This is Andre Russell coming into bowl to Moeen Ali, who's on 22 from 19. Comes into bowl. It's a short delivery. Highest up in the air. Is there somebody going to catch it? No, it falls short. Falls short. I don't know if Johnson Charles didn't pick it up, but that was an excellent bouncer. Cramped Moeen Ali for room, and the ball rushed onto him. So the previous delivery was a slower delivery, but this was a bouncer outside of the legs of the half stump, and he was not able to free his arm as how he would have liked. 6 runs off the over so far. Excellent over thus far. Can Andre Russell finish off on a high? None for 20. He's coming around the wicket to the right-hand batsman. I don't like this. And there's some field placing. There's now a leg slip. Third, about a 4th slip, a gully. I don't like this feeling. Andre Russell comes up to bowl. It's a Yorker length, and this ball is pushed on to the batsman is on the front foot, and he goes down to mid-off, and they scored 1 run. And so when we come back, Liam Livingston should be on strike, as that's the end of the over. And after 14 overs, England are 109 for 4. And Andre Russell, Superman, they're talking to the vice captain, Shea Hope. He will need to bat very well today if he gets a chance when West Indies comes in to bat. Um, Akil Hossain will be bowling his final over, and something's got to give now. Liam Livingston comes up, and this ball is on the leg side and tucked around, and Brandon King does the fielding. No run, speed of 94 kilometers, and you know they're going to try and free their arms. Livingston to take strike. Hossain comes up to bowl, and this ball is on the leg side, and he's punched down the ground to mid-on for 1 run. England 110 for 4. 34 deliveries left in the innings. What score will they get at the end of it? 110 for 4. Hossain to the left-hand spinner to the left-hand batsman, Moeen Ali. Comes up to ball. He's advancing down the ground. Banged up into the air. There's a fielder on it. He throws it up to the... Did he catch it? I think he caught it. That was some athleticism by both the Jamaican men. Andre Russell did the catch. He was about to go over the boundary, and then he threw it to the captain, and he made the catch. I'm sure they're going to do some kind of review to see if the catch was made cleanly, but that was some effort. So often do we see players do this nowadays, where the catch is taken, and they're about to go over the boundary, and they throw it to the fielder that's close to them. That was some athleticism by the fielder, Andre Russell. Takes the catch, realizes he's about to go over the boundary, have the presence of mind to throw it to the captain, who had to then dive because the throw wasn't the greatest. He then had to dive full stretch forward. Oh my good gosh, good camera work by the cameraman there. And this should be an out. So once again, they're looking at it. There's no foot there on the boundary ropes. He tosses it to the captain, and he dived fully. That's a beautiful catch. And England are going to lose their 5th wicket. Something had to give, and Akil Hossain, yes, he's out in his final over. 2 for 90 now, and Sam Curran is the new batsman. England 110 for 5. West Indies on the charger. Comes up to bowl, and this ball is wide and slapped away. That's a loose delivery for a man that just came to this crease. Would want him to put something right on the off stump. So that delivery was slapped away, and they only got 1 run. Moeen Ali was never settled. He was never able to hit the ball out of the middle, and to his demise, he got out a long on. Akil Hossain comes up to bowl, and he's doing a very good feeling of his own bowling as the batsman punched it all on the way down to mid-on, but he was stopped by Akil Hossain. Good feeling there of his own bowling. Final delivery coming up for Akil Hossain. Awesome figures. Comes up to bowl, and this delivery is spun away, and he got bat on it, but there is no run. Excellent over by Akil Hossain. Only 3 runs from that over. And England are in dire straits here. 111 for 5. 111 for 5. Top scorers so far for England, Phil Salt. He made 38 of 22 deliveries. He looked dangerous, but was bowled by Moti. Josh Butler, the English captain, went for 11 from 11. Will Jacks, 7 from 5. Livingston is still there, 21 from 24. Harry Brooks, 7 from 6. And Moeen Ali, just dismissed, 23 of 21. Sam Curran is at the crease. He has faced one delivery thus far. Jason Holder will be coming into bowl, replacing Andre Russell. And he is in his third over, 1 for 12. Comes up to bowl, and this ball is short and banged into the offside, the leg side down at long on, and there's just one run. Uh, Livingston will be taking strike, and Jason Holder will be bowling to him. England 112 for 5. West Indies won the toss, and the previous match where the West Indies won the toss and put England into bat, it didn't work out well. But so far, so good. 29 deliveries left in this innings. In the final match, Holder comes around the wicket, and this ball is highest up in the air, bad line, bad length, and this ball is gone for 6. Livingston getting that length of a delivery that he wanted, and he was able to free his arm. Bang! Why did you come around the wicket? Why did he go around the wicket? Good catch by the spectator there in the crowd, and how will Jason Holder adjust? Comes into bowl, and this ball is short, wide, punched away down to square, and they'll only get one because it went straight to the fielder. But Liam Livingston looks like he's on the charge, and the English batsmen trying to put some semblance of a score are going after the bowling now. No more fooling around. Jason Holder is directing his field. Mid-on, mid-off are both back. Holder comes into bowl and to the left hand. And this ball is short and wide, but the batsman played and missed at it. Completely missed it, and there's no run. So 2 deliveries to go in his third over. Holder, 1 wicket for 20 runs. How will he finish with these 2 deliveries? England are 119 for 5. Holder comes into bowl to the left-hander Curran, and this delivery is short and banged in, and the ball is going out to Johnson Charles, who is over there by long on, and there's just 1 run. So again, a good bouncer that's outside of the off stump, not giving them a good chance. So if they want to hit it for 6, they have to fetch it all the way outside of the off stump, and they were only able to get 1 run. Holder comes around the wicket again, and this ball is a slower delivery on the off stump. Wasn't able to free his arm this time, Liam Livingston, and there's no run. And that ball to end the over. So after 16 overs, England are 120 for 5. West Indies are looking to reduce or continue with the good bowling and continue to take wickets to prevent anybody from going off here in the final 4 overs. 24 deliveries to go in the innings. Again, this is a series decider, and looks like it's going to be the least amount of runs scored for the series, as Gudakish Moti is coming on to bowl his final over, 2 for 23 thus far. He's bowling to the left-hander Sam Curran around the wicket, comes up to bowl, and this ball is slapped away as it was a full toss. There's a fielder out in the deep, Johnson Charles, and he's going to come around and cut it off. They keep going around the wicket, and I'm not sure why. Now he's going to be bowling to the right-hander, Gudakish Moti. And it's like he's coming back over the wicket. And to this delivery is on the leg stump, and he missed out. Absolutely missed out. That ball would have been a wide, but it looks like he got the bat on it, and it's a dot ball. That ball was going down the leg side, and all he needed was to touch something, but dot ball. Moti comes up to bowl, and to this delivery is leading it back to the bowler. Caught and bowl, a soft delivery, a soft dismissal, and Gudakish Moti has his third wicket. What an awesome bowling performance. That ball pretty much hit the bottom of the bat, and it went right into the lap of the bowler, Gudakish Moti. Great situation for the West Indies. They constantly taking wickets for someone who gets set. And England has lost their sixth wicket, 121 for 6 in the 17th over. And how will the West Indies finish? Because they have England on the ropes here. How will they finish? And the new batsman will be Chris Wokes. Chris Wokes will be walking into the crease. And I'm pretty sure with 3 deliveries to go, he's going to try and do something, or maybe not. There's a slip in place. I like this. New batsman at the crease is the number 8 batsman for England, as they've lost 6 wickets. Moti, 3 deliveries to go in his spell. Tosses the ball around. Comes up to bowl to the right-hander, Wokes, and he's playing forward straight to the bowler, and there's no run. Awesome. He pushed that one through, no flight. And Moti will be bowling his final 2 deliveries, and slipping place in Jason Holder. This ball is flighted on the leg stump, no run. Absolute beauty here by the West Indies. Can he finish on a high? Final over, final delivery for Moti. Comes up to bowl. It's on the leg side, and it's straight to the fielder in Brandon King, and that's awesome. Beautiful delivery. So just 1 run from that over, and that has got to be the best spell he has bowled in his young career for the West Indies, and this being his 4th or 5th match, Awesome figures for Moti. 4 overs, 11 dot balls, 24 runs, 3 wickets, economy rate of 6. You couldn't ask for a better bowling performance than that. So 3 overs to go. Who will be bowling? On Tuesday, West Indies used 7 bowlers. Today, they've used only 5 bowlers. Russell has 1. Thomas has 1. Holder has 1. And it's Thomas that's coming back to bowl now. And he's bowling to Sam Curran. So, what will be the final score of the English batting? Sam Curran takes guard. O'Shane Thomas comes up to bowl, and this is a short delivery on the off stump, and it's punched to the offside, and they got no run. I thought they would have gotten a run there. That was a slower delivery, and they did not cross. And 17 deliveries to go in the innings. 17. England are 121 for 6. And Nicholas Pooran waiting to get a catch. O'Shane Thomas comes up to bowl. This delivery is on the off stump, slapped down to mid off, and there's just one run. So the new batsman is Chris Wokes. Well, both of them are fairly new. Sam Curran has only faced 7 deliveries for his 5 runs. And even if they're not going to get any more wickets, I hope from a West Indies perspective, they'll be able to maintain or contain. Can O'Shane finish on a high? Can he get a wicket or two from his final 4 deliveries? He's at his mark. The batsman, Chris Wokes, is looking around, looking at the field placement, and deep fine leg, backward square. O'Shane Thomas comes up to bowl, and he's giving himself room, and he's cramp, and he could only push it out to the square, and they got 1 run, and that's all they'll get. So very, very good delivery there. That was a delivery that's followed the batsman pretty much, and he was only able to hit it on the square and got 1 run. Again, England are 123 for 6, and they're in the 18th over. O'Shane Thomas will be bowling to Sam Curran. And as he comes into bowl, this ball is short and wide. Punch down to Brandon King, and there's no run. So they must have done some homework here, the West Indies bowlers. That ball was short and wide, but yet still the man was not able to get it past the fielder. So good field placement so far. And can he finish on a good note here? 2 deliveries to go in this spell. This is the best over so far. Only 2 runs conceded. O'Shane Thomas comes into bowl, and he's giving himself room, and he's cramped for room, and they'll only get 1 run as this ball is hit to the square, and they'll only get 1 run. Chris Wokes now on strike, and he will be facing O'Shane Thomas. Final delivery. So far, not the greatest spell, but much better than we anticipated. The current run rate is only 7 runs per over. So 2 overs to go after this delivery. Can West Indies finish on a high? Can O'Shane Thomas finish on a high? He has the ball in his hand. He comes up to bowl now. And to this ball is short, and running hard for the first run as the man was on the leg side on down at long on, and they only get 1 run. So great innings, great over for O'Shane Thomas. He finishes after 4 overs, bowling 4 overs, only 36 runs. He did not get a wicket, but he was able to maintain very, very good over in that last one that he did. So Andre Russell and Jason Holder will need to come up with some kind of performance here, as Russell, in several of his last matches, his last few overs went for a lot of runs. Let's not have a repeat of that from a West Indies perspective. From an England's point of view, they would like the same. But Russell, to bowl his final over, the 19th over, the penultimate over, around the wickets, bowled him! That was some delivery by the man called Dre Russ, a.k.a. Superman. Bowled him. Clean bowl. That Yorker length that we've been talking about around the wicket, and that ball swung in. The batsman came forward, but that pace and that angle, disrupted the batsman furniture in his wickets. And England are 125 for 7. Chris Wokes goes for 2 from 6 balls. And what a day and night from the previous match. They had 267 runs after 20 overs. And at the rate of this, they'll be lucky if they make 150, much less 140, excuse me. Um, 11 deliveries to go, and a new batsman coming to the crease. And that was a gem of a delivery, gem of a Yorker. Rayan Ahmed is the new batsman, the leg spinner. This is his fifth match. His best score has been 11. Let's not let him get past that. Uh, 11 deliveries to go. And so this is ball is hit hard to the bowler. And he may have hurt himself, but that's a cotton ball. And Andre Russell is on a hat trick, but he may have hurt himself. What a ball strike. The first delivery, Rayan Ahmed, but he went straight to the fielder. It was a full toss, and this is the second wicket. It looked like he hit his fingers as he was taking the catch. Superman coming here to the party. 2 wickets in 2 balls. And England are 125 for 8. The new batsman is Adil Rashid. And he will be facing Andre Russell, who is on a hat trick in his final over. And Andre Russell comes in the bowl. It's a Yorker length. It's a full toss. Ended up being a full toss. And they were able to hit it down. He was able to hit it down to long on. And he went through for 1 run. So 2 and 2. And then the hat-trick ball ended up being a full toss. And Adil Rashid ended up avoiding the hat-trick. So this is some great bowling and fielding by the West Indies. Great catching. At least 3 or 4 men have been bowled. Can they finish on the high? 2 wickets to go. 9 deliveries to go. Andre Russell, Superman, comes into bowl his 4th delivery off his last over. Comes into bowl, and this delivery is iced up in the air. Going. And he dropped it. Akil Hussain dropped the catch. He was not able. And now they're going to go for a third? No. 2 runs conceded. That was Andre Russell chance to get a 3rd wicket. The fielder put in the dive, but he was not able to. Oh, that should have been taken. A very good fielder, as Akil was saying, that should have been taken. That ball was sliced down to 3rd man, but he dropped it. Here is Andre Russell, wide Yorker, and he was not able to free his arms there as the ball hit his bat and crashed into his stumps, and no run. This is the best over Andre Russell has bowled this entire series, and what a time to do it. The penultimate over, the final match of the series, England 128 for 8. Andre Russell to bowl his final delivery. Only 3 runs off the over so far. 2 wickets have fallen in this over. Andre Russell runs in to bowl out to Sam Curran. This delivery is a Yorker length again, and he can't do anything with it but squeezes it out. Awesome, awesome delivery. Where have those Yonkers been? And that was awesome by Andre Russell. Very good spell. 2 wickets for 25 from his 4 overs. Jason Oler, the onus is now upon you. The onus is now upon you. No extras. You got to give on to Caesars what's due on to Caesars. There have been no extras that's wide or no balls or anything like that. The extras came off the leg off the pads. Only three extras. And this is the 20th over, the final over of the series for the bowling team. And Jason Holder will be bowling it. From his 3 overs so far, he has taken 1 wicket and conceded 21 runs. How will this final over go? Sam Curran to take strike, 2 wickets to get, 6 deliveries to bowl. This is Jason Holder coming into bowl. Final over. This ball is short, wide, and this ball is going down to the boundary, and they're going to come back for one. They're going to come back for a second, and Johnson Charles ran around and kept it to 2 runs. So again, short and wide, and not a fan. That delivery I'm not too happy with. What would be his follow-up delivery? Jason Holder back at his mark. 5 deliveries to go in the innings. Comes up to bowl, and this is a Yorkerland delivery, and they're going hard for the first run. They're coming back for the second. It's going to be close, and he gets out, run out. They were coming back for the second, but very good work done by the man down there, Roston Chase, in the mid-on area, and he ran him out. Very, very good feeling. Got to the ball real quick, released it, and the batsman, Adil Rashid, was well short of his ground and was run out on the field. No need to go upstairs. Hopefully, Adil Rashid won't have an impact in the series decider. England, 132 for 9. 4 deliveries to go in the innings. And the last batsman coming out for England, Topley. And Curran is the one. So Reece Topley comes out, and Sam Curran will be facing the final 4 deliveries. And can West Indies finish on a high? Stay on that high. Holder comes into ball. It's short and wide. Up in the air. Up in the air. 2-fielder. Very good catch by Shafane Rutherford. And the innings comes to an end. Great bowling from the men from the Caribbean. Jason Holder takes the last wicket. And Shafane Rutherford catches very well in the deep. And West Indies bowls out England for 132 runs. Night and day in terms of the performance that was done on Tuesday. Restricting the Englishmen to 132 runs when the previous 2 matches they went over 222 runs and took 2 wins and had the momentum going into this. Great comeback by the West Indies men. And this one should be in the bag. But this is cricket. Lovely cricket. Anything is possible. Those are runs on the board, and West Indies will need to bat sensibly. And That was some performance by the bowling team. Um, the scorecard for England reads Phil Salt, 38 from 22. You remember he had two centuries in the previous two matches. Josh Butler, 11 from 11. Jacks, Will Jacks, 7 from 5. Liam Livingston, 28 from 29. Harry Brook, two matches ago, he faced five deliveries and had like 25 runs in that nail biter. He was only able to make 7 runs from six deliveries today, one boundary. Moeen Ali struggled right from the get go. He had 1 4 and 1 6, 23 from 21 balls. Sam Curran was the last to go. Bowl holder, Card Rutherford, 12 runs from 15 deliveries. Andre Russell uh, dismissed Wokes, 2 runs from six deliveries. Rayan Ahmed was caught and bowled by Russell, and Rashid was run out by Powell for just 1 run. Awesome, awesome performance by the men from the Caribbean. And now it's up to them to go and take this series win. Great for the spectators. And let's see if West Indies at their turn to bat can get these runs comfortably. We're going to take a short break. And when the batsmen come out to bat, then we'll go. Then we'll resume. Then we'll resume commentary. Back in a moment. So, as play is about to resume, uh, the West Indies are about to take the West Indies are about uh, to get batted, and the lights are on. Reese Topley will be bowling, left arm to Brandon King. He and Johnson Charles are opening the batting, and these amount of runs should not be too much for West Indies to get. The target is 133, and let's see how they'll attack or if they'll wait. Let's see how what their approach will be to get in these runs. Brandon King to take strike from Reese Topley. The required run rate is 6.65. That should not be an issue with the power that West Indies has. Pop Topley to comes in to bowl, and to the first deliveries, asking how is that, and to that delivery might be just going down the leg side as all the feelers went up in the air. As you remember, Brandon King in the previous match, he went for a golden duck. There was a hint of swing. Oh, definitely a lot of swing, inward movement there. And that ball was going down the leg side. Topley going back to the top of his mark. And he is now coming into bowl to Brandon King. And to this delivery is hitting on the leg side, going down. There's a fielder down there. They wanted 2 runs, but it will only be a single. That ball was on the leg side, and he worked it on in the front of square for just a single. So King is on the way. West Indies won without loss, and Johnson Charles to take strike. This is his first match of the series. Let's see as he replaced Kyle Mears. Topley comes into Charles. This ball is on the leg side and is whipped away, going down the boundary for 4 runs. Actually, that came off the legs. So that's 4 leg byes. 4 leg byes to the West Indies, and they're on the way. There's a lot of swing. There's a lot of swing. That ball came off his hip. There's a lot of swing that Topley is getting. Inward movement. And let's see how he will make the necessary adjustment. Topley comes in the ball, and this ball is on the outside, up in the air, just beating the fielder. They're going for 1. They're coming back for the second. He's going to have to hurry, and he makes it. For a minute there, he looked like he was going to be short of his ground. That ball was up in the air. He wasn't fully committed to the shot. He went forward. He went over the fielder, and it seems like he wants a change of bat, does Johnson Charles. He takes strike. Topley to bowl his 5th delivery. Comes in the bowl, and this ball is on the off stump, and the batsman is just playing it on to the square, and there is no run. So West Indies are 7 without loss. 1 delivery to go in the first over. Again, the balls should not be an issue. This is Johnson Charles, 2 from 3. Topley comes up to bowl. This ball is on the outside, is driven, but it's stopped on the square, and there is no run. So after 1 over, West Indies are 7 without loss, and the target is 133 to get this win, to get this series, and to have some momentum going into next year. 126 needed from 114 deliveries. And these are gettable runs. These are gettable runs. Chris Wokes is going to take the new ball. Right arm fast medium. Match 33. Best of 3 for 4. Economy rate of 8.06. He'll be bowling to Brandon King. There's 1 slip. There's a gully. And there are men catching everywhere. And this ball is played down to the gully area for 1 run, and they rotated the strike just there. So again, tentative start here for the West Indies, and that's okay. A lot of balls, not a lot of runs, and let's see how they approach it all the way. But this is a match that the West Indies should win. The bowlers did a job, and it's time for the batsmen to do theirs. Chris Wokes comes in, and this is banged up into the air. Going, gone. First 6 for the West Indies. Johnson Charles latched onto that one in a flash. Very quick bat speed, and he heisted over deep backward square. 6 runs, 79 meters. The ladies are dancing. The crowd is cheering. The field is now changed. There's still a slip, as England know that they need wickets. Moeen Ali is still at the slips. And Chris Wokes comes into bowl. And this ball is a slower delivery on the off stump, 129 kilometers. And the batsman pulled out of the shot. It was a ball that was on the offside. Definite swing. The English batsmen are getting the ball to move away and also to come in. So as the night progresses and this game goes on, hopefully the West Indies batsmen can negate whatever swing that's coming in to them and going away from them. This is the second over. West Indies are 14 without loss. And Chris Wokes comes into Charles. And this ball is up in the air. That was a chance, but this ball is going to run down to the boundary for 4 runs. Chris put in the dive, full stretch, but the ball evaded the fielder and runs down to the boundary, 4 runs. That's a spot where John T. Rhodes or Herschel Gibbs and those great fielders normally are. Michael Vaughan, so on. But so far from this over, 11 runs from it. And Johnson Charles, 12 from a 7. West Indies are 18 without loss. And the bowler comes in. And this ball is on the offside. And they should get one. Yes, they do get a single comfortably. And they rotated the strike again. So I'm loving this. Boundary and then a single, rotating the strike. Great batting from the West Indies so far. Awesome. 19 without loss. Not a lot of runs to get. And barring some craziness, West Indies should win this series. Final delivery. This ball is on the off stump. Brandon King is running it down to third man, and they scamper through for a single, and that's the end of the over. At the end of the over, 20 without loss, and the target is 133 for West Indies to get. All wickets are in hand. So the previous match was all England. From the batting perspective, they put on 267 runs. In the previous match before that, they chased down West Indies 222 runs for the loss of only 3 wickets. But this is West Indies' game to win. And this ball is banged up in the air. This is going to be caught. And Brandon King goes for those 3 runs. That's the first wicket. And Chris Topley, Brandon King swung across swung across there and was only able to hit it to mid-off. And the moment he hit it, he realized he did not connect properly. And West Indies lose their first wicket, 20 for 1. And Reece Topley and the Englishmen have their breakthrough. Brandon King was not able to contribute much. And the new batsman coming out is Nicholas Pooran. So again, the runs to get is not an issue. Wickets are still not an issue. It's what is needed is sensible batting. Wait for the bad ball and punish the bad ball. Yes? And respect the good balls. Do you want to attack everything like you normally do, or play each ball on its merit? How will Nicholas Pooran approach? Are the West Indies going to attack and try to win this match with some authority? Or are they going to play sensible cricket and go and hit where the balls are needed to be hit? Topley comes into bowl, 2 slips in place, and this delivery is on the offside, and Nicholas Pooran goes through for a single. He gets off his mark. That was a delivery that was on the offside, and the batsmen were able to cross for 1 run. And as we see the previous wicket falling, that of Brandon King. For the past 3 matches, he was not able to contribute with the bat that much. Johnson Charles, the right-hander, will be facing the left-arm bowler, Reese Topley. And to this delivery is on the leg side, and they should scamper through for a one. They do get a single. It's a leg bite, and West Indies are 22 for one after 2.3 overs. Reese Topley in the second over, 1 for 4, and the lights are on there in Trinidad at the Brian Lara Stadium. The fans are looking suspect, and the English supporters are hoping to get another breakthrough like the men on the field. Darren Sammy looks relaxed. This ball is bang! Bang over the square. Nicholas Pooran from Trinidad. He rocked back from a ball that was dropped short onto the leg side, and he hit that ball really hard all the way for 6 runs, 74 meters. Local hero, that from Trinidad. So again, when there is a bad ball, latch onto it. Yes, play sensible cricket. Pooran to take from Topley comes in. This ball is on the outside, and they're appealing for a caught behind. And the bowler is saying, yes, that was, he edged it. There's a timer, 8 seconds to decide if you want to go for it. It's going. They're not sure. 1 second. They did not review it. So, to a wide delivery, Nicholas Pooran, after hitting the previous ball for 6, he chased after this ball. Like I said, this guy is getting the ball to swing, and that ball swung away from the left-hander, and he chased after it, and it was almost called a wide, and the bat hit the ground as it was passing the bat, and they thought they heard something, but it was not out. And to this delivery, Pooran is crunching the ball to the outside. The fielder has some work to do in the deep, and he does very well. They cross for 1, and they're coming back for the second. Very good work in the deep there by the fielder. And Nicholas Pooran is now on 9 from 4 deliveries. West Indies, after 3 overs, are 30 for 1 and on their way, just needing another 103 runs for victory. 9 wickets in hand. Shea Hope to come in next. Sherfane Rutherford, Ravman Powell, Andre Russell, Jason Holder, Akil Hussain. And with this lineup, 100 more runs should be no problem for the West Indies. But this is cricket, love the cricket. Wokes to continue, comes in, and Charles is playing on without his feet moving. No foot movement there from Johnson Charles. He basically stuck the bat out, and his front foot went nowhere. But they were able to scamper through for a single. Oh, that was a close one if they had reviewed it. Very, very close to the back there indeed. So Pooran to take strike from the right arm bowler, Chris Wokes. And he comes into bowl, and this ball is on the leg side, and he's tucking it around and running through for a single. So Pooran quickly on 10 from 5 deliveries. Johnson Charles 14 from 10. The batsman out, Brandon King, 3 runs from 5 deliveries, and reviews remaining. Both teams have 2 reviews remaining. Yes. Chris Wokes comes into bowl to Johnson Charles, and this delivery is on the off stump, and it's crashed down to the man on the boundary for 1 run, and that's all they'll get. All the way to the cover boundary. It was a good-looking shot, but it went straight to the fielder, and they only got 1 run. Chris walks back to his mark. Field restriction is still in place. So just 100 more runs to get for the West Indies. Chris Wokes comes into bowl to Puran. And to this delivery, he's chopped it on and he's bowled him. Chopped on, bowled him. That's the breakthrough that the Englishmen needed. And they've gotten the prize wicket, that of Nicholas Puran. He played it onto the stumps. That ball cramped him for room. And West Indies somehow have lost their second wicket, trying to make this match more difficult than it really should be. Man in form, but he has to go as that delivery was played on, and England have their second wicket. And Shea Hope will be coming out to the middle, and hopefully he can bat the way he normally bats in the one-day matches. There's no need for that much attack. The sensible batting is needed. Still in the power play, if the ball is there to be hit, you gotta punish it. And just looking for sensible cricket. West Indies have lost their second wicket. And they're needing 100 more runs, and balls aren't an issue. Chris Roke just got his first wicket, 1 for 16 from 1.4 deliveries, 1.4 overs. And Chris Wokes comes into the new batsman, Shea Hope, slip in place. And this ball is on the off stump. He's driving down to mid-on, and there is no run. Yes, as we see that previous wicket, the batsman chopping it on to his stumps, just clipping the top of the stumps, and in celebration of Nicholas Puran having to go. Chris Wokes to Shea Hope, and this delivery is on the off stump, and he's going to scamper through for a single and rotating the strike. End of the over. At the end of the fourth over, West Indies are 34 for 2, and the target is now 99 runs to get from 16 overs, which is 96 balls. 99 runs from 96 balls. England men know that they need wickets, and that they've gotten so far. And they'll need to continue taking wickets, as this is not a big score. So Shea Hope will be taking guard. Excuse me. And Chris Stopley to continue his third over. This ball is struck onto the covers, and Moeen Ali does the fielding, and there's no run. So Topley bowling his third over, and when West Indies bowled, we saw Ravman Powell. He rotated his bowlers from the get-go, and no one was able to settle. Not here. First two overs have been the same bowlers. Topley comes into bowl, and this delivery is cramping the batsman, and he has no chance of freeing his arm, and there's no run. So again, inability to rotate strike and to avoid the dot deliveries that builds pressure. Let's see how West Indies can adapt. And in the informed man from the ODIs, Shea Hope faces now to Topley. Reese Topley comes to the ball, and this ball is on the offside, is driven, intelligently shot, driven, but there's no run. Straight to the fielder. That was a handsome looking cover drive, but for no run. The power play, West Indies have always done well in the power play. This is the fifth over, and they've lost 2 wickets so far, 34 runs. This delivery is whipped on the leg side, going down to the boundary. There's a man out there. They're coming back for the second, and they'll get it comfortably. And Shea Hope ran that first one really hard, put a lot of pressure on the fielder, and they were able to get 2 runs. So West Indies 36 for 2 after 4.4 overs. 2 deliveries to go in this over from Reece Topley, who is in his third over. Shea Hope to take guard. Topley comes into bowl, and this ball is slapped into the outside and straight to Moeen Ali, and there will be no run. The batsmen haven't been timing the ball that well, so I'm wondering if the pitch isn't as good as it was on 2 days ago. Because I noticed even when Moeen Ali was batting, he wasn't able to time the ball very well. And here the West Indies are finding some difficulty in timing the ball and getting it out of the middle. Topley to bowl his final delivery, comes into Shea Hope, and this ball is whipped on the leg side. They're going in for one, looking for another, looking, no. It will just be the single to end the over. It's been a while since I've said Johnson Charles' name. So the ball striking that we witnessed on Tuesday, we aren't seeing it today. So is it that the bowling is better, or is it that the batsmen have not adjusted to the field conditions or the pitch conditions? Is the ball doing more? It's so interesting. After 5 overs, England were 39 for 2, and West Indies are 37 for 2. Very interesting. But this is Wokes, comes into bowl. And to this delivery, he is on the back foot, punching it down to the square, and they'll get 1 run, and that's all they'll get. So this will be the end of the power play. And there are 5 deliveries to go. West Indies need 95 runs from 89 deliveries. And they have 8 wickets in hand. And the field is spread. Leg slip, third slip. This delivery is swung at and is a slower delivery, and he totally misses it. Did Johnson Charles. The front foot came nowhere. The front foot did not move a muscle. He just stood in his crease and swung at the delivery. And it was pretty much a half volley, and he missed everything. One bounce to the keeper, and Chris Wokes got away with something there. He goes back to his mark, wipes the sweat off his brow. Batsman, the fielder goes out to long on, to deep backward square, and the bowler comes into bowl, and this delivery is swung at and totally misses it again. So this is my issue. Inability to rotate strike. And all these dot deliveries, dot balls. Not every ball has to be a boundary ball. Been preaching this for some time. I'm going to have to end this stream. My sincere apologies. I won't be able to continue this stream. I hope that you will come back next time. Thank you for joining me. I have an emergency, and I'm going to have to end this stream. Thanks for joining me, and let's go West Indies. Okay, guys. See you soon. Thanks again. Enough love.